How we feeling? Doing good? You ready for more, everyone, huh? All right. Your next comedian coming to the stage has a great new album out called Live at the Fat Black. You got to pick it out. Give it up for the one and only D.C. Benny, everybody. Let him hear it. Come on.
Keep it going for Giannis Pappas, everybody, your hosts, and all the other comics and everybody out there. Nice to be here. Live in Brooklyn, New York. Yeah. Brooklyn's in the house. Yeah. Took the train here tonight. That was nice. This lady comes up, hands me a pencil and a note, and it says I'm deaf, so I wrote I'm broke. I gave it back. She's like, that's bullshit. Then the bottle starts rolling, the Snapple bottle, it just comes out of nowhere and starts rolling. And nobody does it, they just watch the bottle. Look, one guy lifts his leg, he doesn't want to obstruct the root of the bottle. It's New York, man. People here, they just, you get cold-hearted. Because everybody's hustling you for money all the time. This dude comes up to me outside of the club, he's like, hey man, can you hook me up with a couple dollars? He goes, I promise I'm not gonna buy weed with it. I'm like, yeah, but I am. And I gotta subsidize you. You see stuff here you don't see anywhere else. I was walking through the park the other day, see this old man doing Tai Chi. I'm like, that's cool. Then I look closer, it's not an old man doing Tai Chi, it's one of those heroin guys that never falls over. I've been in Brooklyn a long time. I've been there a long time. I don't know why that's funny. It's a rough place, though. We used to be rough. Now it's like dogs with Uggs and all that, but, it used to be. I remember the first day I moved there, the first day I get in a confrontation, this is like 25 years ago, with this guy. He's like, hey, the hell you looking at? I seen you's looking at my eyeball. You stand on the block, you don't show no respect. Look in my eye. I would have bust your friggin' head. I was like, look, officer, I'm just trying to... One guy really laughed at that, one guy. These jokes for one person at a time. Somebody in Croatia is laughing at that right now. Schnitzkip, yeah, schnitzkip. Schnitzkip, yeah, schnitzkip. It's nice to get out of here. I travel, I go on the road. I was just down south in Chattanooga, Tennessee, working there. Oh, the crowds hated me. They hated me. The first night I was there, I made a joke about this guy, Dale Earnhardt. Someone in the audience stood up and went, easy, easy. It's all quiet except for the sounds of pitchforks, a sharpening. But you go other places, they have stuff we don't have here. They had the Bass Pro Shop. I've never been to the Bass Pro Shop. It's a big hunting, fishing store. You walk in, it's like, people are buying guns like it's produce. Give me 2 of those. Give me that big one for mama. Look at that, I'll kill your paw. And deer hunting season had just started, so they had these things that look like crack vials. I asked the guy, what's that? He's like, that's buck lure. I'm like, what is it? He goes, it's deer urine. I'm like, what do you? He goes, you sprinkle it on yourself. The deer smell, you think you were deer. And that's when you get them. I'm like, that's bizarre. You got to have a golden shower before you run into the woods, right? How do you collect deer urine? Or is there a dude in the woods with a bucket like that one looked kind of full? But the best thing about the Bass Pro Shop is they had a giant TV monitor and there's a hunting TV show on it. And it's 2 dudes and they make a tree house and they go up there and they're gonna whack some deer. But there's a lot of downtime before the deer show up, so they're whispering to each other about how they're gonna kill this deer. But if you don't see the visual, you just hear the audio, it sounds like gay Southern porn. It's like, look down there, look at the head on that. That's a big old head. That's like a 12-pointer. Look at that. All right, be still now, be still. I'm just gonna pull back nice and slow. Just relax. Don't jerk it, don't jerk it. Look at him bent over by that brook. I'm gonna mount him in my living room. There. So went on vacation. My wife is like, she surprised me. She's like, we're gonna go to Costa Rica, right? Costa Rica. And we're gonna stay in the jungle at some health resort, because that's what you think about, getting healthy is the jungle. It's like, hey man, you're losing weight, you're working out. Nah, it's that tsetse fly bite, and I got the malaria, So I packed nice stuff. I got the little Great Gatsby alligator belt and everything, and we get on. I don't like flying. We get on a regular plane, but now you got to catch the little plane when you get there. If you're scared of flying, that's the worst. Like, it's tiny, and the pilot starts it with the hand. And the pilot had an eye patch, and the other eye was lazy. It was looking where the old eye used to be. I'm like, oh, this is not going to be good. So the plane takes off, and the engine doesn't sound good. Like, it sounds like somebody sucked up a penny with the dustbuster. Like, I'm like, we're going to die, right? And the pilot senses I'm scared, so he keeps looking back from the cockpit and winking with the eye. I'm like, make that eye look that way, because every time it opens, it's looking at different directions, like lemons, oranges, He's like, aye, we just keep flying. So finally we land. Now we got to catch a raft to the jungle, right? I'm not Huck Finn. I've never been on a raft. So this guy comes over. I'm asking him questions that I think are normal questions. I'm like, you got a raft license? You went to raft school, or you got some certificate? And the guy's not friendly at all. He says one thing to me. He's like, in the jungle, there is no law, right? Kind of passive-aggressive, right? Passive-aggressive statement. So we're on the river. We're on the raft. And I'm marinating on that statement. Sometimes people insult you. You don't even know. I look on one side, there's trees. Another side, there's a tree that's fallen. All of a sudden, it sprouts arms and legs and eyes and starts following us. I'm like, that's a crocodile. I better tell the guide. I'm like, dude, there's a crocodile back there. He's like, it's time. I'm like, it's time for what? It's time to paddle. I'm like, bro, you got the only paddle. What do I use? The hand. I'm not putting a hand in the water. I saw that movie with J-Lo and Ice Cube and stuff jumps out of the water. All I could think is a crocodile saw the belt and wanted revenge. You killed my cousin. So finally we make it to the land. And we're staying in huts, right? And there's no Americans there. There's no Costa Ricans, only Germans. If you ever go to a hot place, it's always Germans, sunburnt red with the little nut hugger bathing suits, And if you listen to the language, it sounds very painful. I think that's how it got invented. Thousands of years ago, German went to a hot place like, I my ass on fire. Oh, was ist los? This is how we talk from now on. Get down. So I start unloading the stuff. The guy comes over. He's like, don't leave the clothes out, because in the night, the howler monkey coming, he taking the clothes. He running. I'm like, the what? The howler monkey coming, he taking the clothes. He running. I'm like, I live in Brooklyn. Forget the howler monkey. I had a rat run over my foot the other night. I was wearing a flip-flop. It tickled. Boom. I go to sleep. I wake up next day. All my stuff is gone. I see a howler monkey up in a tree. He's got my shirt on, and I know he's stolen stuff for it because he's got the sleeves rolled up. Just checking my watch. Now my wife wants to go on a hike with the guide in the jungle, right? So it's only me, her, and the guide, or the guide, her, and me, or us. And all the Germans are too hungover, like, so I don't know if you've ever been in this situation when you're out of your element. You're out of your element. And the dude in charge takes advantage. Like, he was pointing out the features of the jungle to my wife in great detail, but when it was my turn, he'd lose enthusiasm. He'd be like, Lulu, you break that leaf from the tree and chew that one. That's like a toothpaste from the nation for the lady. I'm like, what's that? Look at the leaf. It's a leaf. You don't see leaf before? You don't get it. Look, that one, that's the Jesus Christ lizard, because he's running on the water like Jesus. I'm like, what's that? Man, look at the leaf. He walked too slow. Andale. And then he starts trying to scare me. He's like, shh, what's that sound? I'm like, what sound? The chancho. The chancho is coming. I'm like, what's the chancho? What the chancho? The chancho is a big pig. He have the toss. He smell the gringo. He know they have the money. They have the money. He don't have the money. This make him very angry. I'm like, well, how do you get away from the chancho? You climb the tree. Chancho very smart. He know you in the tree. He pee-pee around the base of the tree. The pee-pee come out like the concentrate. You smell the pee-pee, you feel woozy. You fall out of the tree. The chancho bite your head. You died. So now I'm terrified that this pig with a raging urinary tract infection and a working degree of economics is going to come running out of the jungle. 3 hours later, no chancho. And now this dude wants a tip. And all of a sudden, his English gets really good. He's like, I don't know if you saw, but there was a 20% gratuity at the bottom of that contract. I looked at him, I was like, in the jungle, there is no law. So, it's nice we're all here. Everybody, all the different people, all mushed together, I'm gonna close on this Brooklyn joke, that I think hopefully will work out there and whoever's watching it. Brooklyn, we got everybody. You see a lot of stuff there. Like there's a lot of Jamaican nannies taking care of these little white kids. You see that a lot. I'm like, that's a bad plan. That is gonna backfire. The mom's gonna come home one day, Johnny, eat your broccoli. Me no want this blood clot broccoli. Me no want it. Me want a beef patty and some red stripe. Johnny, I'm gonna get your father. Me no scared that white boy. Lord of mercy. I'm DC Benny, everybody. Thank you so much. Yeah. Well, all right.
We're going for DC Benny, everybody. Let them hear it.